am intern at Eye Hospital, a unit of Dr. Agarwal's Eye Hospital, under the guidance of eminent Padma Shri Professor Dr. S. Natarajan. So this is about me. I am graduated in Bioanalytical Sciences by 5-year integrated course department of Bioanalytical Sciences in 2023. I am currently pursuing my Masters in Clinical Research from ICRI, Institute of Clinical Research, India, Andheri. Then I have experienced clinical research internship at Natarajan Eye Hospital, a unit of Dr. Agarwal's Eye Hospital, and today is my last day of the internship, and I'm speaking this. I'm also part-time teacher teaching maths, biology, and chemistry from 5th to 12th standards of almost all boards. So this is my journey during 3 years of FYC Bioanalytical Sciences. Whatever I learned here, the first and the most important thing was the progressiveness of science. What does this mean? Actually, progressiveness of science would be, you can say, like yesterday if you are reading some article about anything, or today you are reading some article about anything, science is so progressive that right now in any of the corner of the whole world, some or the other research might be happening, and getting update about all that things gives you that fire, that rage to learn more and more about that particular topic. That means that science is very progressive and you need to be updated every day, every minute about what is happening around the world. Then, not limiting oneself. As you all are aware about the Bioanalytical Sciences curriculum, we are not limiting ourselves only in one specialization. We are concentrating on biological sciences also, in computational sciences also. We are into bioinformatics also. We are into research methodology also, and many more to know. Then other thing is learning with utmost interest. More specifically, not only for good grades. For learning for good grades, it's like you will learn, you will write in the paper, and it will just get vanished. Learning with utmost interest is like you want to learn it, you want to read it, you want to know it, till when you will be implying it or applying it in your life for ahead future. Then the course has a multidisciplinary approach. It means you are not going to get only a little exposure or single exposure of anything. You are going to master many of the fields, and then you can interest yourself, you can bifurcate yourself according to your interest. The next is what research needs is patience and dedication. When I was doing my third year TY project during my course, at that time I got through so much problems that I learned, and we need to learn about the patience and dedication we need while doing the projects. As I can share one of the incidents, like when I was doing my project, it was totally bioinformatics based. I wanted to dock something 400 phytoconstituents to a protein, and at that time what happened, when I had completed 350 of the docking, I came to know that I have docked everything wrong. I was docking in 2D conformation and I needed to dock it in 3D conformation. So at that time, that breakout, that breakthrough, that mindset was totally disrupted. But we need to keep patience, then only we can get better results. The next is always learning something new to explore your interest. Every time, just don't limit yourself that you need to complete your curriculum or you need to complete what is there in your curriculum. Keep on thinking, talking to yourself what you want to learn more and more. If you are bifurcating yourself according to your interest and taking that thing daily in your life, you would be more and more into research time. Then hope and faith, that is believe in yourself. You need to believe in yourself. Like many of the people, more of your friends also would say that अरे यार ये नहीं हो पाएगा, ये जो तू research का सोच रहा है ये impossible है, ये नहीं हो पाएगा. But at that time, someone who would help you is only you and yourself. So you need to keep your hope and faith in yourself all the time. Then next is leadership. Yes, I learned leadership in bioanalytical sciences, taking leadership during my project also, and I was an NSS part also at that time. So I have learned this leadership quality at that time also. Then this is my journey during MSc in clinical research. So all the takeaways which I took from bioanalytical sciences only helped me to survive this clinical research thing, because it is also a type of multidisciplinary approach, and research thing which was sown in me during bioanalytical sciences led me to make my way to clinical research. So what I learned there was criticality of research. We sometimes think like I'm not saying that research is not easy or research is very tough, but research is critical. Like you need to concentrate on the core of the research. You need to go through all the papers, all the reviews, everything. Do lot of literature review to start a small project also. So the criticality of research which I learned in my bioanalytical sciences also and during clinical research. Then project management. So we had a total subject of total project management at that time, because the research is also a kind of project and we need to manage it every day. What work we need to do, for what we are accountable for, what we are responsible, who should we consult, and everything. Then next is ethics and regulations. So in India, while doing any research, what kind of ethics, what kind of regulation we need to go through, who approvals we need to take, all this thing is also very important, which I have learned in clinical research. The next is multidisciplinary approach, as we have seen in the last slide also. Bioanalytical sciences also approaches is very multidisciplinary. We are not limiting ourselves to one particular specialization. Then next is clinical research management, that is a vast topic. Then consistency in efforts, like every day just put on a little more effort to your research, to your project, to your ideas, to your dreams, to your aims, then only we can achieve that. Then next is determination, shanti, dharya, everything we need for all this to be achieved. Then during my internship, yes, I had fun in my internship for this 2 months. I was like, it was like best and trough for all the knowledge, all the management. It's quite little tough, because whatever you're learning from last 5 years in theory, you need to apply it in practical life. It comes with where too much responsibilities and too much task to be done. So the first thing I learned was consistent grasping and learning practically way ahead of theoretical knowledge. We are learning everything. We can say yes, we are learning everything. We are learning bioinformatics, we are learning everything here. But while applying it in a practical life, to know which thing should be applied at what time is little task, and you can learn it during your internship time. Once you will doing your internship, you can get through how you are going to manage your task assigned to you, how you are going to manage your time to complete that task assigned to you, prioritizing your task, which should be done first, which should be done second. You would be under the you can say lots and lots of tasks at a one time, but you need to prioritize everything which you will be learning in your internship period only. Then next is management. As I said, you need to manage every minute, every second of your internship. Not only completing the task also, but what and how much you are learning at the same time, how much you are grasping at the same time. Everything should be noted down accordingly for you, that you should. I think not internship period is something you will never forget in your life, because everything you are learning in that phase only, applying your theoretical knowledge and getting everything done at that same time. Then I learned about how research projects are initiated on an organizational level. I have learned in the books, in the PDFs, in everything, in papers, but you can say visualizing or evidencing all that thing happening at an organization level is also a prestige to be happen. Then next is multi-center trial. I was a part of BIDAC team, which has a multi-center trial going on throughout the India, in which Aditya Jyot Eye Hospital is one of the centers out of 6 centers. So I have gone through and I have experienced that multi-center trials, how it is happening, how they coordinate with each other, how everything is perfect, up to date, how it should be, because it is very important to be. So all that thing I have evidence. And data management, experiencing working very closely with Padma Shri Professor Dr. S. Natarajan was very fun for me. handling all his responsibilities, whatever he give to me, completing tasks time to time. Everything was so much part of my learning that I can tell that yes, I can manage my things further in my life. Then next, handling responsibilities as it. So these are the final tips and takeaways as I am taking away for my future. I hope this can help you all guys that you all require patience, dedication and determination. Always keep learning and grasping new things. Don't think that this is not related to my course and I'm not going to learn it. Try to learn it because no one knows where and when your knowledge is going to apply or help you in your future. Then next is never limit yourself. Never limit yourself for time, not for yourself for learning, not yourself for grasping any knowledge. Just be open to learn anything and everything. Then next, take what you get and make it better to shape yourself. Whatever knowledge you get from your college, from your personal life, or from your daily life, from your workplace, anything, just take it and use it to make yourself better for your future. The next is no work is small, no work is great. Every work teaches and adds value to your knowledge. Don't ever think that this work doesn't require for my post. This work is not for me. I'm not meant for this work. Take every work. Try to do every work. Every work teaches you one or the other thing, which will no one knows when and where it would be applicable for your own life. The next is nurture your interest every day by providing enough time to it. Every day, whatever your interest, a small interest or a great interest, just give some time, some minutes or hour if anyone wants for it and nurture yourself and you can say make yourself realize that yes, you want to work this and you want to achieve this. And here I end my presentation. Thank you so much.
May I express that it gives me great sense of achievement to stand next to a student who I have taught and hear her talk so confidently and talk on some of the essences that many of the speakers miss out. I am so proud of you, Jyoti. Thank you. Some of you are going to do the internship this year. Some of you will be doing it next year. Some of you have already done your OJTs or whatever. But the essence of whatever she spoke applies to each and every single student present in this hall. I hope I resonate with each one of you present here. Yeah? So please make note of some of the important essential points that she has just made a concentrated slide of. So open to the next little. Oh, yeah, it would be my pleasure. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam, and thank you all. So I just wanted to take the third one, what she said is no work is small, and that's what I have to learn. Because no work is small, even making a PPT or putting all this, and all the doctors who work with me have learned to do PPT. When they medical college, nobody teaches them, and then postgraduate also, nobody teaches them. But here, when they come, they feel like they're doing a clerk's work or some secretary work. No, and I think same thing is done. We have till now who's a PhD in microbiology, and we have Natarajan who's having 5 years experience. So, can I move this now? We didn't get for this. So that's what is the problem. What you think you know may not be right. So there's a Tirukural which is written 2000 years back. Madam, Tirukural Sonanga, translate for me. She's from my hometown, so she's going to translate. Okay, that's I'll tell in Tamil. That means whatever the teacher is teaching, including me or my teacher, don't believe it. You have to check, cross-check, recheck, counter-check, and check. That means you have, but don't question the teacher, but go back and check. So whatever I told, I have to check whether I told right or wrong. Because I told about Einstein, he didn't get the Nobel Prize for easy to MC square. So all of you have to find it. Because that's very good. Which year he made the paper? 19?
19? No, he won in 1922.
Correct. But when he got there, when he made the paper, very good. And he was nominated in 1921. Okay? He was nominated for, luckily, this two theory, and nobody can nominate themselves. So that's also a secret. That's why I went to Stockholm to find out. You can't be nominated yourself, neither you can influence anybody to nominate, and they meet secretively. So it's a really amazing way the Nobel Prize is given. But anyhow, I am not interested in influencing anybody. And the Nobel Prize is given when millions are benefited. So he published that in a very small journal, the lowest impact factor, in 1905. And he got it, he was nominated in 1921, and it was blocked by an eye doctor who got the Nobel Prize. And he's the only eye doctor who got Nobel Prize, that is Albert Einstein. He got it in 1911, and he became a committee member. Otherwise, anybody outside Karolinska cannot be he's from Austria. Anyhow, so this is what the topic was. The color is the problem. Can't read the white. I don't have contrast.
Slides also have this color?
I don't know, you have to check. How a 5 years integrated course in biological sciences student can work and research as with clinician scientists anywhere. That's what Madam wanted me to tell, not only to our group. My idea is to inspire all of you, and then in between you can stop and ask me questions also. My idea is to, do you know how many people have got Nobel Prize? I wanted to Google, I didn't Google. How many people have got Nobel Prize from India? Can somebody who Google now can Google and tell me? Or whom you know among the Google Prize winners from India, who is the best you like? Pardon? But he got for peace here, not for science. And Kailash Satyarthi installed me as the president in Indore in 2019. Anyhow, he got it for peace. And I know he worked for children. He still works. Okay, good. You like anybody else for science? Pardon? Correct. So my father has met him. My father was a student in 1947 in Stanley Medical College. He gave a lecture, and so what is he famous for? Pardon? Correct. So Raman's effect is a lot of things are being used even today. So that's why he's a great. And when was his birthday? It's being celebrated as National Science Day. When is it? February 28th. Okay. So how many people got Nobel Prize? No. More, yeah? But you're proud Indians. There are more. But I like pardon?
12 are Indians. 12 are Indians. 7 have their ancestral.
Correct. Indian origin. Correct. So totally 19. 19, no? Very good. Huh? 19. 7 are Indian origin. That means that father and mother have Indian blood. Really, even Amartya Sen, he was totally made in Calcutta. Then he went to US and became same thing happened to Albert Einstein. Where was Albert Einstein born? Which country? Country, Europe is a continent. Huh?
Austria.
No, come on. The Germans will kill you. He was born in Ulm in Germany, and during the Second World War he migrated because he didn't like the Nazis at that time, so he went to US. After he went to US, he got the Nobel. So a lot of people. My teacher's teacher is Charles Stephen. He was born in Belgium, but American gave him the opening, so he became the first father of modern retinal diamond. So Indian Mecca of retina is in Boston, and everything is created from people from outside America, but they go there and America processes. That's what I thought. We are like producing the lotus, the flower here, and the lotus feet of God we talk, but we are not blossoming. We are still like the bud. And people work from here. Karolinska, there are so many Indians working. In NASA, so many Indians are working. They are not known. So that's why we should work for ourselves. So recently I met the chief of ISRO. So anyway, my idea is to stimulate all of you about this. This is actually by the Adi Shankaracharya's word, and your favor also meant to run. So if this is not just by preaching, neither by mentioning remarkable history or historic evolution, nor by words of wisdom, but by sharing my own example. I want to combining effect of these three to inspire the beautiful mind like yours. And this is what Kalam said to all the students. And the importance of clinician scientist is a surgeon like me trained by doing medicine, surgery, and then also trained in research. We work in US, there is an excellent post where they work 3 days in the clinic. That means 1 day they'll operate, 2 days, I'm talking about retina surgeon. Similar things are there in any branch. And 2 days in the clinic, and 2 days in the lab, and 2 days at home. So 7 days a week is like that. So the main thing is, the reason why I come here is, whatever research going on in this college should come to the people, whatever it is, maybe even in chemistry or in anything. I mean, you have the Institute of Chemical Technology, which is just a stone's throw away, and you don't have a collaborative research. You should have. And they are working on curcumin, and I am telling them to work on the eye, and I told the NSB, nothing is happening. They knew, I will not give up. So the idea is to use from lab to clinic to finally to people. So people are, you are the people, no? Your parents, your grandparents. So why only for the drugs being discovered in Europe and America? They charge too much for the IPR. Anybody knows what is IPR? Nobody knows. Correct. So other one is patent. So all the patents are, and who has got the maximum patents in the world? Any idea? It is named as the car now. Nikola Tesla. So the bridging the gap between basic research and clinical care, that's the reason I have come. And I'm reminding everybody, because everybody need not do eye research. But I feel, unfortunately, we have 1.4 billion. That means 2.8 billion eyes. So we need a lot of people to do research on eye. That's my appeal. But you can do research in anywhere. And I don't know how many of you have read, what you eat is what are you. That means the gut microbe is responsible for most of the problem, including the brain, including the activity of the brain. So there's a recent research going on for the last 10 years on gut microbe producing diabetes. So that need not be eye, no? But diabetes produces eye problem. So if you prevent diabetes, and I think that's what, I don't know what is the connection in Dharavi, because we don't see much complication. But we have rich people who eat fat food, fast food, vada pav, and then they have a problem. I'm not against vada pav, I also eat. I eat street set. But for me nothing happens. But madam, I read a recent book, I forgot the name, Leaf. Leaf something, her name. No, she written that gut talks to the brain. I was surprised.
I'm working on similar drugs.
Yeah, you should send some to the work with me also. So anyway, the role of clinician scientist, again, as I said, doctor working in the lab, and then also working with students like you. See, I have all my friends working all over the world with multidisciplinary, and we have an association called Association of Research in Vision and Ophthalmology, which is the largest association in the world doing eye research, which is about 30,000 members, and every year 10,000 members come, and every year I present paper. I got the highest research award there. That's okay, but I want my team to get it. And we had one Samruddhi who prepared the entire thing. I didn't even, and Shubha is my executive. Madam, can get up and go ahead. So she's not from science, she's from BCom, but she wrote the write-up about me. So he is my very good friend. He's working on artificial retina, he's working on retinal stem cells. He's a professor of ophthalmology in Rutgers University, New York, and working like this, as I said, 3 days in the hospital, 2 days in the lab. And the best is, I had brought Dr. Takeshi Iwata from Japan. He's working as the chief of the National Institute of Sense Organs, Tokyo. And there's one connecting bridge, and then the next will be the Tokyo Institute of Medical Science, where the ophthalmology is there. So whatever research in the animal, everything is in the 10,000 square feet. His lab is about $10 million, and I hope one day to create it here, and people like you can come and work, and probably take it also. So he's done a lot of advances in the thing, and the other guy is Bill Miller. All of them have come to India, and then Albert Maxwell spent time with the Gene Bennett is the first one to do gene therapy in the world. Have you heard of gene therapy? Yes. Okay, anyway, we have got a rudimentary genetic lab in our foundation. I have kept it in Khalsa, your energy, under Dr. Pratiksha. So this is, he is working on retinitis pigmentosa, which is in other words called night blindness, where we have the maximum in India. the everyday patients come and cry. I think now I'm sending them to our people, they have to talk and counsel, and it's a specialty now. And Peter Cappuccino, he also works on what we use in treatment for anti-VEGF, that is anti-vascular endothelial growth factor. He has worked on it. And then, so to become a successful clinical health scientist, need to establish collaboration with the other research scientists, and that means with all of you. So I'm skipping all the matters because idea is to convey that you can work anywhere. So this is what she mentioned about studying the journals, evidence to practice the gap. Medical journals must facilitate access and understanding of new knowledge for it to be implemented. Clinician scientists must communicate to research and practitioners. There is a thing called a subject called science communicators and science communication. Have you heard of them?
Yes.
And part of curator. What is a curator? Who's called a curator?
Person creates.
But curate what? Creates what? The post is given only for a specific department, not for anybody who creates. You have a creative MMS also. What is it? Master of no, MMS. What is it? Mass media. So they are also creative people, but they are not given for that. So this is given for museums. So they recreate and curate the things what old is. So I have a. So how many of you visited Nehru Science Center? Can you put your hand up? Only 25%. Very bad. Please go and see. And every year, 1 week they show C.V. Raman's life. He lived in a hut and then studied in a school with a hut, like only like a hut. And then the teacher did not understand his intelligence for scolding him. Because whatever answer he gave, the teacher didn't understand. And the teacher may be great, but what he did was great. And I think he was a unique man. So I went and sat because he studied in Madras Presidency College in maybe the 40s. And then in between my my pre-university, that time we had pre-university, and we usually get our admission only in August in MBBS. So what do we do from April to August? So everybody will join some course. So I joined a course called the BSc Geology. Anybody ever heard? So Tamil சொன்னா மண்ணாங்கட்டி படிக்கிறது. That means to study the mud and rock and stone. I was wondering what the hell I'm going to do doing this, because the chairman of Indian Geological Society was my father's friend. No, you got a great career. I said, I don't want to do geology, man. But now I know they make money, but my interest is not in geology. But what I went, so I studied in Madras Presidency College. So where I found out he did physics in Madras Presidency College. So I found out where he was sitting, and then I used to go and sit there for a few minutes and then come back. When in a big college like that, you can go and sit in any class, no one teacher doesn't know who's sitting. And yeah, that's what happened. Because I used to give attendance and go to the opposite for the fantastic Marina Beach. I'm not going to do geology. So he was really, the teacher used to every day shout at us saying, you people are spoiling somebody's career. And we never realized we got it by merit only. But why we took that course, I still don't know. But anyway, I remember geology for that. But geology people are doing extremely well in India and particularly in Australia because they're working on environment. And I think that's where you see the disaster happening in Wayanad. Because you're disturbing the geology. You're making buildings where you should not make, and it's a problem. Anyhow, so that's why today I saw the previous chief of India, Amitabh Kant, mentioned that we should study the land. And I don't know, it's too late. 5 years back they lost the land. Again, now at 24 they are land. I mean, everybody is blaming it. So this is what I believe. In this 5 P's are belonging to Shamak Tower. You heard of Shamak Tower? What no sound? Yes or no? So what is the company's name? S Dams company. Okay. So in that 5 P's I borrowed from. He is my good friend. So perseverance, perfection, patience, prayer, persistence, and precision. I added as a retina surgeon because I operate on 20, 30 micron sensitivity. How many microns make 1 millimeter? Come on, yeah. I thought you're all analytical chemistry, so you should not know physics or what? Millimeters and micron you should don't know. Okay, madam is googling. Tell, no problem, tell, no problem. Good, yeah. That's not the problem. Why nobody else is Googling? Only one girl is Googling. What's your name?
Sakshi.
Huh?
Sakshi.
Sakshi. What Sakshi what?
Chitra.
Sakshi Chitra.
Chitra.
Chitral. Where are you from? Huh?
Telangana.
Telangana. Tell me, what's the answer? Huh? Correct. So I operate on 30 to 40 micron sensitivity. So that means what you have to do, magnify. So I operate on a big screen like this where I do 3D surgery, watching the. So anyhow, that's what the precision we have to follow. So there's a book called Concise Mastery. So you should write down. Nobody's writing notes here. Concise Mastery by Richard Green. Green. So he talks about when it comes to mastering a skill, time is the magic ingredient. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not simply a matter of determination, but more of trust and faith. So what can we do to make a difference? We have the power to choose how we are going to react to a predicament. So just now I was arguing with the principal. She said, whatever it is, everybody needs a luck. I said, no. So my teacher from Badana and Dr. Kalam taught me you should have 99% hard work and 1% inspiration. And I have changed it to 99% work with passion and love. So who does hard work, madam? Right. Everybody is doing hard work. So why did you take this course? Good. How many of you are not interested in taking this course? So what is it? Parents force, brothers force? No? So we have the power to choose what we want to react to what happens. And it is an opportunity to reflect, learn and grow to be a better version of ourselves. So best is to complete right after. I used to get first part in school in physics, so that's why I sponsored a physics prize, and today they wanted me to come and give it in. So I studied in Madras Physics School, which is in Chennai. So they asked me to be a chief guest, but I said no. I committed to Khalsa, so I came back from Chennai yesterday night. So the I think physics is full of IE is full of physics and chemistry. When you read about IE, you know a lot of biochemistry involved. Even seeing is involved. When the light strikes the retina, so many things happen in the 10 layers of retina which goes to the brain finally. So if you want a different result, stop doing what are you doing right now. You were there in how many of you have seen this movie Kung Fu Panda 2? Only few. Everybody should see the movie, and I love the Kung Fu Panda 2. I have seen it. Can you guess how many times I have seen? Huh? No, I have the time. Everybody has time, madam. I fly for every week 20 hours, no? What do I do? I have so much time. And I see the clippings which Shubha also sees. That clipping I have seen 100 times on all this way. There are 2 minutes in YouTube. So they have to be different and they have to go out of the box. You do not have to follow the crowd. And if you do what most people do, you will get what most people do. That's what everybody is working. That's what I told. The reason I'm here is everybody gets a degree, everybody gets a job, work, and marry, produce children, become grandfather, retire, and what? What have you done for yourself and country? Nothing. You are doing the same. But you have to do something, I think. I hope to stimulate that interest. Think outside the box and be different. And your mind is like this water, this water, this again Kung Fu Panda. I don't know why, madam, this is plagiarism, madam. You are not put Kung Fu Panda. Plagiarism. You do, that's important because I was the editor of a journal and you are working in science. If you quote somebody and if you don't write the name, you are copying. And I think I am liable and somehow we are doing like Facebook Live. So I am giving credit to Kung Fu Panda authors. Any idea who wrote the Kung Fu Panda? Again, to who? 2007-8, 2 Americans have written. So he says your mind is like the water or in a pond. And my friend, when it is agitated, it becomes difficult to see. But if you allow it to settle, the answer becomes clear. So whoever has seen Kung Fu Panda, can you relate what is the last scene of this movie? Or in between scene about this water?
He finds it a waste.
How?
By when
No, he says he has to find the treasure, no? Which is 3 floors high.
yes, the golden scroll.
No, after he reaches that height, what does Master Shifu? Correct. Who teaches? Master Shifu teaches him that see, now everything is clear. He says, for this I work. That's what it is. I am trying to have to work hard to get there. But nothing, there is no secret ingredient in life. Everything is here, open. So this is again, I don't remember who wrote. Again, we have to give the credit to them. The vision, passion, courage, character, self-belief, competence, and discipline. I think I have the other presentation. Maybe I can go through that. No, in this, I think we can take this and go back. Can I go back? So anyway, this is, she has written about collaboration. She also mentioned, and I think she worked with us, and when she worked, everybody thought she's very dull, and she didn't pick up anything, and she used to be really scolded by me very badly. Once she collapsed, and my manager told her, he said, "Sir, leave her, I will do it." And now, you see what she is getting, you connect the sound, but play the video. Play the video. I can play the mobile also. Sound is not. Can you play the mobile? Let's put it on there. In the meantime, madam, where is Marima? Where is my other pen drive? Say, madam, let us know. You open the mobile. Madam, our Sean.
Insights and vision, but his guidance is crucial. Give an advice to all the upcoming research students. Learn as much as possible from the great mentor, Dr. Natarajan sir. And I'm always considered myself truly blessed to have had the opportunity to start my professional journey with him. And in today's challenging job market, the experience is often a prerequisite. Dr. Natarajan sir provided me a fresher job opportunity, and he paved the way for my professional career. And he's always a remarkable individual with consistently offers the opportunities for the freshers and always encouraged for the continuous growth. And it is very rare to find such a person like Dr. Natarajan sir and such a platform. His dedication to nurture young talents is always unparalleled, and I am deeply grateful for the path he has set me on. Thank you, sir, for being an exceptional mentor and providing a platform that fosters growth and innovation. Your dedication to your students and success is always inspiring, and I am honored to have been one of them. Thank you.
Andhra Pradesh. Okay. I get confused with the Telangana. Anyway, she was I don't know what was her background. She applied because we have merged with Agarwal Group of Hospitals. So they did the interview, and after finishing her biotechnology, she done a master's in biotechnology. I forgot from that she said. And then joined for research here. And then she has now taken something she told me which I am not able to understand. She said we can make organoids. I don't know what is that. Maybe madam is that. Madam, she is working on some organoids, she told me. I don't know what is that. And she told me we can do in eye also. And that was midnight, I adapted it. But anyway, she is now going pursuing PhD. And I am really surprised how we could not talent anyway. Whatever I gave her, I don't judge anybody. I just give. I said you have to do it. The problem is they tell no, I am not trained, I don't know. I said nothing doing, you have to do it. So that's why I did it, and now I'm surprised she is really doing a PhD, and she's telling she will collaborate with me. I said good, thanks to her. And similarly, she joined, that was her first job. She didn't do her internship also. And she finished her degree and got her first job. She left Kadapa and came and stayed in a paying guest and talked with and worked with us. And I found out from her that one day I told her come home to make some, that she's from Kadapa, so I wanted to give her those and get my work done. So she came and did some mail presentation. And I asked her, how did you come? She said, I came by, what is it? Motorbike Uber. I never heard of that. You heard of that? Anyway, I didn't know. So she taught me, then she said, I'll go. So late. I said, no problem, sir. I said, after you leave, she did inform me because the girl in Mumbai is safe, but still. So anyway, this is what, this topic was given by your, madam, your student only. What's that name? I did a program. No, not Shruti. Dipti Kalyan. She was the president of Leo. So she only gave me this talk. I gave the that time, I think COVID time or something. So this is a
2020 we did
That are what do you call it? There in YouTube. You can Google Dream It Did. I did it for Khalsa college, for the entire college. Okay, so she did it, and this is so the main thing is I'm just going to skip some slides because the main thing is we are all see this is the reason we are all made of the part of the society, and then we are all thinkers, researchers, and healers, and with this capability we choose our path. So that's what I want to say. So the beginning of journey, one step must start each journey. So this is what is the slide I want to show. I was like for the panda, and I didn't realize that my fellow in 2014 he told me I should see this Kung Fu Panda movie. In 2014 he said, but I didn't see. I said, who will see that to a children cartoon movie? Man, I will not see it. Somehow he repeatedly was insisting to me, sir, you should see. Then 2019 COVID time or 2020 COVID time I saw almost 25 times. Then I made a presentation on that. So I was born in Madurai, and that's my father and mother who really nurtured me. They gave me love. My mother was maybe a third standard dropout, I think. And then my father was the ophthalmologist and eye doctor and chief of the. So my father gave me education, my mother gave me love. And because my father used to whack for any small reason. Anything one slap. And then he was sick. So this is so somehow from my childhood I wear, this is me. That's my father carrying, and that's me there. I always wear tie. So this is my grandmother who I was very much attached. That's my parents. I started Ayurveda growth in 1990 in a garage. And then these are my grandfather who was also eye doctor, who worked in Madras Presidency, that means Kanyakumari to Orissa. Tomorrow I'm doing life surgery in Calcutta. Samir has made a slide in Orissa. And this is my father and mother because my mother was paralytic, so I brought her to Mumbai. This was the 52nd birth anniversary. And that's my guru. So whatever I am today is because of him. He is no more, but he was trained. He studied in Ramakrishna Mission School in Chennai. He went in the rubber chapel to the school, and then his father died at a younger age. He had 6 or 7 other sisters, all of them are in the US. And he finished MBBS in 1960 in Madras Medical College. And one Dr. Srinivasan gave him some loan to go to America. He did his ophthalmology residency and then fellowship with his mentor is Dr. Charles Keeper. And he has visited me too, he's no more. And anybody knows him? He was the Commissioner of Police Mumbai. He took over after the 26/11, after the problem, and then he settled in Mumbai. And 1999, he finished all the underworld who were threatening Mumbai. If you buy a car, they were asking you money. So finally, I salute Mata Pita, Guru Mitra Deva daily, and that's why I'm successful. So my story is like Panda. Panda was born and he didn't know what he was going to be. But suddenly during it, you remember, he is actually he thinks he's the son of that noodle maker. But in his mind all the time he wants to be a dragon warrior. How? It's all intuition. I don't know how he got it. So actually, then he meets this tigress. So she's what do you call? There's no easy way to master the tigress will teach. And the tigress will actually be punching this iron rod, and the tiger will say, "You punch my hand," and he says, "The iron rod is better than punching your hand." He says, "How long you took to make it?" He said, 20 years. He says, "Is there any shortcut?" He'll ask. I want to tell there's no shortcut. So, but in that movie, that's what he said. It took tigers 20 years to develop fists of steel, 20 years of practicing kung fu and punching iron trees. Mastery is all about developing healthy habits which will raise your chances of becoming successful, but that takes time and perseverance. And use this extra time to develop a skill perfectly. And no shortcuts, only practice. And nobody can be perfect. I went and anybody heard of Shiv Khera? Anyway, he does that success courses. So I went and paid whatever I forgot it comes in all the magazines, the advertisers. The book is also there. So in that I went and paid some, I think 70,000 or something, and I did a 3-day workshop. So in that one day he told all CEOs and CFOs were there. And went and attended. Because I conduct leadership program for the All India young eye doctor. So he said, "Who's perfect? Put your hand up." So I put my hand up. So when I got up, he said, "What are you perfect, doctor?" Yeah. I said, "I'm perfect. I dress well. I do well, and I dress nicely. And only problem, my secretary does not." At that time, Joseph was there. So I told him he is not doing. Then he laughed and said, "Here is a man who says he is perfect. Do you know what is he?" Nobody answered. He said, "He's insane." He said, "Whoever claims to be perfect is insane." So I learned that day, you have to do only continuous improvement in life, and that's what is about. And Malcolm Gladwell said, if you work 10,000 hours in your field, you choose, you can be the master. So that's why he compares Mozart, he compares Michelangelo and Beethoven, who have spent hours in their music, in their painting. So I have spent more than 40,000 hours in painting. So I am very proud of my parents. My father, both were government servants, and my father gave me the gift of education. He never gave me pocket money. No, not even one rupee. And my mother always looked after me because I used to get scolded and go behind her and she would support me. So this is a place where my grandfather, father and me worked, studied. And that's the oldest eye hospital in India and the second in the world. And that's my brother. So I decided to be an eye doctor at the age of around 5. There's a VGP Golden Beach in Chennai, in the Matunga beach. So that was the first beach resort in India. So the owner, the founder of the VGP, he said to me that convert your dream into prayer and then you can achieve that. So my prayer was, without realizing the meaning, I have seen foreign doctors coming to my father and grandfather. So I prayed, my father and grandfather never traveled abroad. So I decided I should become the most internationally renowned excellent eye doctor. I became, not automatic. So everything is by, I won't call hard work, I love it. So this was my journey. So I used to open my father's clinic when I was studying. I know it's a child labor, but still I didn't mind it. I don't know why. Because I used to get 10 paisa commission for 1 rupee buying vegetables. Because 10 paisa I used to buy the peanut chicky and have. And then that also I have to give accounts, so I got giving account. And then, so when I was 10 years old, my father used to use an instrument called ophthalmoscope to check the retina of the patient. That's called direct ophthalmoscope. So I saw the dog's eye, because the dog was the only patient who took me at the age of 10. So I was looking at his eye. Have anybody seen any animal's eye shining? Yes. Why it shines? Einstein says, don't be curious. And he told every old man, I don't think you have become old. You be curious, man. So be curious, no? Why it shines? Because God has given a layer called tapetoretinal reflex, and I was astonished by seeing that. I thought every human will have. But I have never seen a human that who will show me. And we have to put drops to dilate light to check the retina. This I did it my father goes, I connect and check. Then my father was removing, using a needle, something fallen on the cornea in the pupil eye. So I used to put torchlight as an assistant. Then this was 7 years old. So I also thought something I can do in the cornea. So I took the needle and I touched the eye, and the most sensitive part, it hit me. Like it hit right. And then because you are curious, no? So you have to be curious, continuously I'm curious. Why this and why that? And I was the college athletic and football captain. And I was this was my 10-kilometer long distance running. So I did an Olympic torch also as athletic captain, following it from the main road to the police commission. Just to copy Olympic because I couldn't go to Olympic. So how many medals you got in Olympic this year? So who got most?
China.
Huh?
China.
Pardon?
China.
No, I'm not talking that. In the three, so all girls should be proud of her. No? Women empowerment. Where are the boys? There's 3 people and said, hey boys, where are you? No? So you don't need now women empowerment. You have to do men empowerment. Mostly are girls. very few boys, no? And I'm happy to find one thing more. Very few are wearing glasses. So you should know the new theory. Who's that fellow here? YouTube, can you send it to madam to send to all the people? What is the guy? YouTube man. Mayapaya. One guy is who was the button. I said no. नाम और बताओ ना. सलमान नहीं, आपका नाम नहीं है. YouTube में that guy is given as Hindi, no? Anyhow, यार search करो. So this is there in Sanskrit 1000 years back. Yat bhavan tat bhavanti. You become what you think. So whatever you want to be a pure, you become. So he is that man whom I said. His shop is there in Sand, opposite the Sand College. Towards Dharavi, but they are not doing anything. So so I converted my prayer. My prayer was in Tamil, madam. My prayer was in Tamil. நான் ஒரு உலகம் புகழ்பெற்ற நல்ல கண் மருத்துவராக வருவேன். I should become an internationally renowned good eye doctor. So my father paid 204 rupees as my tuition fees for MBBS and 28 rupees as the association magazine 22 rupees. So this is what he gave, and that also he won't give me extra 204 plus 28, 210 rupees only he gives. So you can't get anything more. Anyhow, so we paid this every year. So I became an excellent eye doctor. And even in PG, my fees was something like 325 rupees. So I'm glad that the education was so much subsidized by government of Tamil Nadu. So I'm indebted to the government for giving me education. Nowadays, I don't know how many of you know, they spend crores to become a doctor. Sad, very sad. And this is the University of Madras, and now medicine has become a part of Tamil Nadu India University. So I joined Dr. Badrinath, who is no more, and became a retina surgeon. I wanted to do microsurgery, and in '82 nobody was doing microsurgery except Dr. Badrinath and All India Institute Delhi. So my father, I told him, so he bought me not the microscope, but he bought me an Indian microscope where you have to stand up like that and operate. So I have brought the eyeballs from the germinated eyeball and practiced in the home. My mother used to show that she was a pure vegetarian. Recently I saw a Tamil movie in that husband's eye will be prominent. Not Tamil, it's this one. All of you should see that. You can laugh at it. It's an episode. 6 episodes called Chutney Sambar. You saw? So in that, the wife will scold the husband. You're prominent eyes, I'll make eyeball curry. So anyhow, he is Dr. Daljit Singh from Amritsar. He also contested election in the AAP and all. Anyhow, he designed this lens. So I assisted him in 1983. He made his own lens in Amritsar in his home. And it's called the Daljit Singh lens. And he joined with another doctor called Dr. John Wurst. So he called it Singh Wurst lens. Anyhow, so I worked with him. So I wanted to do a microsurgery. Finally I went to him. He said, we don't have microsurgery teaching. We have retina surgery. That is microsurgery. You do it here. I just, without thinking, I joined. But my father said, if you do retina surgery, nobody can see. What is this of running retina surgery? He said. I said, I don't know. He told me, teach and go. So this is by William Arthur. So that's what I particular for wherever you do reference, because you have to give credit to that person. Otherwise, what is the use of somebody calling? So for me, I had no problem. If it is my thing, no problem. The mediocre teacher tells, the good teacher explains, the superior teacher demonstrates, the great teacher inspires. We have Dr. Kavita Pandey, a great teacher. So how many of you heard of Atul Gawande? Anybody have heard Atul Gawande? Only what's her name? You do. Apart from Sakshi, why not somebody else do, no? To search the YouTube, hello Sakshi, you search the YouTube and it's a long one. He talks about being moral, and he says, why only the sportsman should have coach? He says, why not the surgeon? Why not you, all of you? So for us, teaching is the coach now, but coach is different, no? You need a personal coach. I have a personal trainer. Every day I do gym 1 hour. Because every muscle has to be used. Otherwise, after some time, you'll be like this. Why? I want to be at 100 also like this. And I'll come back again. So this is my teacher's teacher. He is my second teacher. He is born in Yugoslavia. He became an eye doctor only at the age of 33. And I became a retina surgeon at the age of 27, thanks to my Dr. Nanak. And nowadays, nobody can become a retina surgeon before 30. Because the curriculum is like that, training is like that, and competition is like that. That time, nobody was doing. So I became, and that's why I'm shining in Bombay. So 88, when I came, nobody was doing retina surgery. So it happened, and I think the opportunity strikes everybody's face. You have to grab it. And Bombay Hospital gave me, but finally they didn't give equipment, whatever he had. So we four of us have formed, luckily all are alive, and we four of us formed a foundation and supporting an eye doctor who wants to do complicated retina surgery by giving 15,000 euro a year. We had a fellow from Mexico. Remember his name? Okay. So he's a great teacher who has come and sat in my operation theatre and see me operating. That's what Dr. Atul Gonde said. I mean, a teacher never opened his mouth in the OT. When you come at 8 o'clock, till night 8 o'clock operating, sitting like this, watching, not a single word you tell. So I have to ask him, okay, you operate till then. And then in the end of the day, when we went for dinner, I asked him, you didn't tell anything, what happened? He said, okay, let's operate. So he is my constant inspiration. So it's, all of you should take a slide photograph. Everybody has mobile, no? Come on, take photos. So stand up, be bold, be strong, and that's what you all have to do. And take the whole responsibility on your own shoulder and know that you are the creator of your own destiny. Madam, this is for take this photo and send it to principal. She said Lakshmi is there. No, she didn't become principal by that. So this is what I joined Bombay Hospital. They promised me they will give everything, but they didn't. So because of that, I started Bombay Hospital, and that was a pure center for retina surgery and research, which I used the word research in 1990. Everybody was saying, what will you do in this stupid building they told? So the 3 flats I converted into an eye hospital, and Dr. Badrinath came and said, how can you operate here? I said, no sir, you come inside. So outside was a little mud and water and everything. Inside is like 21st century. We had the most modern operation theatre. I took a loan, and I paid heavy, interest, and even the dress was till 2021 was an interest because everything was on loan. And that's the Times of India cover where my 2 best friends are there, the founder of Natarajan and founder of Henry Prasad, and also Dr. Venkateswamy, founder of Arvind. They were all supporting me. So this is what we made the time is 1590. So we have completed 34 years and we did a celebration. You can Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Shubha is shining. Hey, okay. How do I play the video here? What is there the speaker here? The speaker here. Correct. The computer where is it? Speaker. The volume is. Hey, volume is. Speaker is. Don't leave the big hospital. And how can you start? I said, no, I will start. I was adamant. So I did it. This is me. And that's Dr. Prof. Anyhow. So this is what I kept in my hospital. Gandhi, where is this Gandhi statue of innovation? And they were looking for patients. He made it for customer. Okay, so I changed it to I can't take okay from Gandhi, but I have put it modified. The patient is the most important visitor on our premises. We have to change the hospital. He is not dependent on us. We are dependent on him. He is not an interruption in our work. He is the purpose of it. He is not an outsider in our hospital. He is part of it. We are not doing him a favor by serving him. He is doing us a favor by giving us an opportunity to do so. When a patient lies on the operation table, he is totally surrendered like he surrendered to the God. Whatever we do inside the eye, he is giving me permission. And thanks to the patient because that's the trust. So this is what I want all of you to have your own dream. So Sakshi, what is your dream? Come here. Nobody can hear you. If you talk, I can take my seat.
Right now my breast is, I'm more inclined towards breast cancer. something I want to do, maybe wet lab, but something towards bioinformatics, I guess. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. There's a lot of work I should do.
So, who's your inspiration for breast cancer?
So,
Do you know what science has done to Angelina? Anybody knows Angelina, the actress? She got her both breasts removed because of genetics. And then she didn't want to take a chance. So she defied the breast cancer by telling, you cannot come to me because I am removing the breast itself. And everybody in the world was upset because she's an actress. But anyhow, so that's what science can do to people. So do it for good. Good. And unfortunately, people don't diagnose breast cancer in time. And then India is doing a lot of things for breast cancer, screening. It's free also by government. And I think it's important to know because the idea is because once they have chemotherapy, they are in depression, people die. A lot of my friends have died. I think very sad, but not that sad because they are all medicine people and they don't take. And then you can imagine the normal people like you. So you dream it and be it. That's what I have done. And for this, thanks to Kung Fu Panda, which has been 50 times. So this, there's a 1 minute clipping in YouTube. He says you must believe. He tells Oogway will tell to Po. Oogway, the master Oogway, he is the turtle. He will tell Po the panda. And he says, how can I do this? How can I do that? He will say. And he will tell Master Shifu that he is like a fat fellow. How can he become a dragon warrior? He will go and complain to Master Oogway. He says, Shifu, you should believe that he will do. It is not that you have to teach him it. He said, I will not teach him. Can you believe the first day, the teacher, Shifu, he wants him to get out of that camp, training camp. That's what a lot of things happen in our athletics in India, in football, everywhere. Horrible. But you have to resist that. You have to cross it. And so you have to do this. That's what I said. You have to blossom like this. All of your buds. So one day you have to blossom like a flower, and then again the flower withers and falls, and another bud comes, and you have to blossom again. So bring yourself out of this shell that confines you today. Be bold, be courageous to redefine your path. You have to keep redefining daily. Never submit to unethical friends or what your conscience doesn't permit. Like main thing is when I came from Madras to Bombay, that time it was Bombay, and a lot of things people told me do this. I said, I will not do. I will do what I've been taught. And I didn't bother. So I got a name, I am rude and crude, doesn't matter. So don't waste time calculating your chances of success and failure. Just fix your aim and begin. You want to be a champion and see who's the guy who got the Olympics now? The guy? No, one is Singh, one more guy, no? So 4 medals here India has got, not 3. 4, no? Or 3 only. The third one, what is his name? He is from where? Very good. So today, what is the paper announced for Swapnil Kosare? He is working in Central Railway. He joined as a clerk. Today they have promoted him as an officer. Okay, so it's great. The government of India is supporting, railways is supporting. So I think he is working as a part of the railways, and then he competed in the Olympics. Amazing. That means how much time he has spent. So finally they have given him. He is a ticket examiner. Can you believe? You would have collected tickets from you. Like who are like that in cricket? So all of them had a very stupid origin. So what? Yeah, I was like that. I was a room boy. I was really. So this is my daily routine. So sound mind in a sound body. This is done during the COVID. So my mentor, my personal trainer used to come on the video call and they told me to buy this dumbbells. So this is Master Shifu. So they had removed this head and put my head. So I hope it's there this slide, I don't know. So that's what that fellow gave me in 2014. Then I thought that was Kung Fu Panda. I didn't realize this is Master Shifu. Anyway, I saw it later and I found it. You know why he called me Master Kung Fu? Why he told me to see the movie? Because I was like Master Shifu. All the time criticizing, punishing people. And it was good, but his idea is he wants to bring out the best in everybody. And he says, teaches them the teamwork, but in that team he doesn't want to include Kung Fu Panda. The 4 of them, not dragon. I bought a book. What is that book called? I gave it to you. What is that book? Anyway, Dragonfly and the Panda. Correct. No, little dragon and Panda. So, you know, many of names already there. What did Bruce Lee talk about? Any idea? He said everybody should be like water. That means you go to a Khalsa college and do this, be like that. If you go to some other else, be that. That means the water will find its shape in the bottle or in the lake or in the sea. So he says you have to be like that. So knowing is not enough. And that's what I think Jyoti mentioned in the talk. That you all learn, how you apply it. And whatever I learned, I'm not doing now. I'm doing something new. And willing is not enough. We must do. And that's an important part of Kuku Panda. Sorry. Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee movie, I don't know, it's available on YouTube, you should see that. And this is my friend Aishwarya Rai, who came and inaugurated the iBank. So she has dedicated herself for iBank. 94 itself she did. Anyhow, she is talking about eye donation. And this is my great friend, Prof. So he has visited me several times. As a president, you generally should have agenda, you should have vision, there's a lot of protocol. But he just came, he was not supposed to give a talk, he talked. And he will tell some, he treats like where, I mean, so this is our my best friend Shivanandan inaugurating. The man who is on my left, that is this one. He is Dr. Vasudev Binde. He studied MD in Pan Medical College, and he started a company called Diagnose Search. You can all Google later. He's made a fantastic work on vaccines during 2020 clinical trials. So he gave me a free place. Who will in Mumbai give me? Thanks to Shivanandan, because of him, he gave me this place. It's a beautiful lab. Now all these instruments are in NFB, National Federated NFB, Dr. Madam. So they wanted me to ship, but I have not shipped it. So I hope anybody interested can go and work there. And we don't have still our Natma, you have to visit that place. What's happening to our instruments? And so this is I'm part of the Global Eye Genetic Consortium. He is the president, Dr. Takeshi from Japan. So he's retiring in 25. I'm now trying to collect money so that I can employ him. He can come to Mumbai. And that's me. I'm the vice president of that. So this is, I love Einstein. And for some people, that is, I read his book, several of the books. The intuitive mind is a sacred gift, and the rational mind is a faithful servant. We have created a society that honors the servant and has forgotten the gift. So this is what all of us have to realize. Everybody has the intuition. You have to find out what's in your mind and talk about it. Don't worry about it. And I think you should not, even if it's a stupid question, so somebody should ask me some questions. Because if you don't ask questions, I'll not go. Going to Pandemana also will have to respect to that. So this is how I, from that 3 floor in, ground floor in Dadar, I started this in Ayodhya. The current picture, I think you have to Google now. It's there in the Facebook. It's a beautiful hospital now. So this is when I got my Padmashri. This is Shamachala from the S-Dance. So here, the man who's standing in the Singapore Thailand dress, I think, and he's a Singaporean. So he always told me that I'm the most well-dressed ophthalmologist. I always dress to kill. I have the guy who designs for Sachin Tendulkar designs for me. The idea is not for show up. You have to be smart. I look at my mirror for a minute, I think. At that time, I want to look smart. So I color my hair. That's the problem. And smiling and standing tall up gives emphasize positive thoughts you have. You'll reduce stress and improve self-esteem. So you have to be happy, smiling. Everybody has problems. To me, I don't have problem. Everybody has problems. Whether I have fever, diarrhea, anything. I work. I do the normal. And the problems of life are not really out there, it's in the mind. And everything is decided in and by the mind. So what you decide, you can do it. So the problem is that the main thing is, this is what I said, the book, the master, Richard Green, Robert Green. I think I sorry, Richard Green, it's Robert Green. So this is what he said. This book is beautiful for any branch. After reading this book, the theory of evolution was written by whom? So he talks about Charles Darwin. So where did he find the theory of evolution? So where he got the idea? Pardon? Who said that? Very good. Can you stand up? Beautiful. So very good. So because I went Galapagos Island, I went there. Where is Galapagos Island? Okay, 1,000 miles from Ecuador. Ecuador is again a country which is in South America, northern South America, and 1,000 miles from there. You have to go by flight. It's a nice place. So that's where he. Sit down. Please sit down. Thank you. Once more clap for her, yeah. So I have a poster in my room. I love Galapagos. Amazing place because that's the place where the maximum number of living creatures are there, and mostly they are underwater. And people do 2 weeks and all, and this 1 week. So this is Swami Vivekananda's word. So I don't have fear for anything. If somebody comes with a gun also, no problem. So like Rajnikant can take the guns and shoot. Fear is equal to death, and courage is equal to strength. This is what he says. So this is the one publication which I talk everywhere. Is using a mobile phone. We have got AI embedded in it and screening for diagnosis of diabetic retinopathy. I want all of you to think about it. If you want, interested, you can ask Jyoti to send the article and then read about it. I have made a thing called ABCD. Anybody can screen for diabetic retinopathy, and we have 10 crore diabetics in India. 5.8 crore do not know they have diabetes, so you have to do tests for them. And then 4.2 crore, not even 1% knows that I can diabetic. So that's my dream. So I went and worked in Kashmir in 2016. When I went, the people were having the pellet injuries like this, and I operated their eye. So when I entered, it suddenly like Coast City. When I went, not even the Jawans were there. The roads were empty. Suddenly you see people throwing stones on the police and the police firing them. And unfortunately, those people had multiple eye injuries. And the idea of government said is to disperse the crowd, but they took that for whatever reason, and they told they should shooting should be done below the knee, but they bent down and took the pellets on their eye, and unfortunately they had to operate. And at that time hundreds of people were injured, so the eye department had 25 doctors and they were working day and night. And I also worked from morning 7 to night 11, and I developed a severe cervical spondylitis and pain. I got whatever the function and the doctor. So this is they call me, this is what written by Amy Fernandez, and this is where I mentioned about whatever you want you can get, and I think nothing is luck. And second is you yourself have the doubt. That's the problem. If you want to get a Nobel Prize and you will, how will I get? That's not finished. You will not get. So this is like recently Leander Pass was included in the Hall of Fame tennis. Anybody saw that video? You should see. There's no tennis player here, huh? This group? Okay. But anyway, you have to see Natarajan also was included, and Martina Navratilova also was included about 10 days back. And Leander Pass studied in my school, years later. And amazing. And he originally was a football player from Calcutta. Anybody knows Leander Pass or not? You don't know? Okay, you know, very good. What do you know? Correct. But he had won the maximum number of medals for India for both single, double, and mixed double. Mixed double is did with Martina Navratilova. And she written she also got the award. So you should see that speech. It's a motivational speech. He thanks each and everyone who helped him in his life. So he was at the age of 11, he moved from Calcutta to Madras, and he didn't know what to do. Some medical problem he had. And he took up tennis. He went to Vijayamraj Academy to learn, Amritsar Academy, and then there he became the national world champion. So like that, we have in retina, which we can't apply, they have to do it. So only 442 charter members are there in the Retina Hall of Fame. We have 4 people from India in eye doctors. Cataract, Dr. Venkateswamy who died, and Dr. Gulapalli Rao in Hyderabad, the founder of, and only 2 people from Retina are there. So this man, Warm Households found the first outcome. So 1851 to 2016, 242 retina surgeons they had, and he's the one who got the Nobel Prize. And he and Einstein did not have a lab; they worked only on pencil. He worked on the optics, and Albert Einstein worked on all that theoretical physics. Everything is there, nothing, no lab at all. So you can hope to get a Nobel Prize. And this man, they are doing research on genetics, on star labs, and he's the man who found retinal hole can be treated. And he's my teacher's teacher, that is Charles Stevens, he has visited me, and he's the one who did the first retina surgery, and he also got maximum number. All of you know LASIK, he got the patent for LASIK of the golden payment, and he is alive still, of Lawrence Zanussi, and born in 1938, that means almost 85, 87 years old. And Stephen, this guy is also alive, he's alive. They're all come to Mumbai. So the main thing is that, so what I'm saying is me and my teacher of Badrinath are part of the Retina Hall of Fame. It's not for boasting. My idea is to inspire all of you that this came on its own. It was surprising to me when I went in 2017, they announced it. And this is what I said, using the mobile phone you can screen, and this is a low cost screening device. And we have, anybody knows how many villages are there in India? I can Google that. Don't worry, it will take time to find out. There are controversial numbers. 6,47,750 villages are there. So I want to screen this. So I want all of you to do something, not money. Find out how out of the box. So I am doing it in Mumbai. So I am doing it in all the slums where we have our own staff going door to door. My staff have visited 330,000, that means 330,000 houses. So this is a video which I came using a lot. So we were the first in the world to start using the motorbike. Anyway, just show it. So you can carry the motorbike, and you can carry the retina camera in the motorbike and go anywhere. This is what he's carrying. He's carrying the optics in the backpack and the hard case in the car, which is made by a Bangalore company called Forus. And this is the first where we can carry retina camera in the motorbike. So we have to think out of the box. So we create the Guinness record, not for the sake of record, if somebody can beat it, so that many people can benefit from screening. So we do this, and there are a lot of companies that are doing it, where you can use a mobile phone to screen the applicants of the thing. And I'm a part of this. This is Shivanandan, as I said, was a former teaching police, who has made this trust where we serve 15,000 people free meal daily, like the langar from the Gurudwara. So here we are not doing Gurudwara, we are going all over outside Cancer Hospital, 10,000 corporate schools. So this is what I said. So again, everybody should be having creativity. Creativity exists as one of the most important human resources. It permits us to look past what exists and discover new ways of thinking. And that's why Nobel Prize is given. It should benefit millions of people. Oftentimes, the limit of knowledge is nothing more than our collective inability to observe the world and ideas in a new way. And same thing Swami Vivekananda said. If you focus, you will be able to see it. You can see it. He says, Isaac Newton focus, and that's why he found the theory of gravity. And Albert Einstein, for example, needed to see beyond the Newtonian understanding of the universe to rewrite the concepts of physics. Nobel laureates frequently display enormous amounts of creativity and open-mindedness. I hope to acquire that. So years of dedication and passion, that's what I call as hard work, which is exactly Sakshi defined. People who don't like to do, and they do that, and that's hard work. So every day the parents shout at you, read this, study this. You have to do it. Unfortunately, that's why Einstein was against formal education. He said it's a stupid way of educating. He said it's a military regiment. I don't like maths and I have to study maths. Why? In America, you can do anything you want. And the passion and even failure are stepping stone usually predict success. Only those with enormous amounts of persistence can work past these obstacles. From Daniel Kahneman to Malala Yousafzai, Nobel laureates persist when others give up. Malala got Nobel Prize at very young age. Otherwise, science you unfortunately get very old. I think one of the youngest was for the IPSC, that is pluripotent stem cells in Japan. Dr. Yamanaka got at the age of 49. So the backgrounds of most laureates in the medicine are multidisciplinary. Medical breakthrough innovations display a rigorous multidisciplinary trend. The unique characters indicate the importance of multidisciplinary education in medicine. And Jyoti, I got a lot of photos from Nobel Museum and Caroline Square. Sit on there, not here, in my laptop. So please make a thing of my. I'm visiting Sweden from 2000, 2005, 10, 15, now 24. So anybody knows Martin Luther King? Who are they? Right. So who was the great follower? Who's the great follower of Barack Obama? He quoted Martin Luther King Jr. and also Gandhi. Both worked for the Ahimsa like that. He didn't tell Ahimsa. He fought for the color class equality. And this is a book given by Dr. Abdul Kalam to me, written by first Dalai Lama, Choki Nima Rinpoche, and Dr. Shlem, about how you have to be compassionate to people. And here it's mainly for doctors. Yeah, and if you go through the Oxford Dictionary, compassion will give some one-page explanation or more. But here it's a 200-page book on how to be compassionate. So that's what I practice. And you can tell how we do compassionate again. You can tell. Hello, I'm asking you. What's your name, I forgot? Sanya. So can you tell? They want to see Sanya Mutta here. Okay, so my last line. So this is what the second line, somehow my other senior friend would know more. He always said I don't like it. So this is what our Prime Minister also spoke in 2014 election, that they alone live who live for others. And second line says, rest are equivalent to death. That means Tiruvallur is written by Tiruvallur 2000 years back. Only his statue and Tiruvallur statue are there in the. Anybody knows? Except the madam. My name is madam. Okay. So we have made her absence. Okay, anybody knows, yeah? Where is the two statues? Tiruvallur and Swami Vivekananda. Okay, where is Swami Vivekananda statue? Correct. Who said that? Okay, can you get up? Tell your name. Everybody have to give a big clap. Okay, good. So in Kanyakumari, it's in the rock. That rock is from where? It's from Africa. He migrated there and and that's where he was wandering monk from Calcutta to Madras and Kanyakumari. And there he meditated and he found his homework, Mother India, I want to serve you. He said that's how he went to America. He got the invitation after he did the meditation there for Chicago. Then he went to Kumbhakonam, and every railway station he has given a speech. And this one I don't know where he gave, I forgot. But the one he spoke, which was there at my father's car, to arise, away, stop not until you reach the goal. He spoke in Kumbhakonam railway station. And whatever he spoke, he had a American stenographer. You know stenographer, no? Everybody knows what is the stenographer? No? Stenographer is the man or a female who knows to shorthand and typing. So the man takes or a stenographer takes the dictation in shorthand and types it. So my father made me a stenographer at the age of in the sixth standard. So I knew shorthand and I typed the entire textbook. My hands I'm still painting because of the capital. You have to press that old machine which is too heavy. And now it's all fantastic computer software. So anyhow, Tiruvallur also said, moral number 224, which he says if you are working for yourself and family, you are not fit to live and you are equal to a dead body. Same thing for Vivekananda said. So my idea is to dedicate yourself, and then this is the hospital where I work, and it is 200 years now. And then so the idea here is so I'm happy to be there for Khalsa will be made. So there for collaborating with NLB, Khalsa and ICT and Visit is in Chembur. So this is again from Kumku Panda. So you have to lead the way, and this is what he said. To make something special, you just have to believe it's special. And then, so this is the secret ingredient. There's no secret ingredient. You must let go of the illusion of control and get ready to dance with the angels. So I dance every day, 3 to 5 hours. Yeah. And then, so this is what your real strength comes from being the best you can be. Who are you and what are you good at? What makes you? So this is what you know. You are the master of your destiny. So this is for Shubha and the principle. Because there's no luck. And I think the destiny is not done by God. And Swami Vivekananda says God is inside you. Now, no one and nothing can come in between you and your destiny except you. So remember this: take destiny by the horn and have fun. So that's what I do. So this I already told, and this is from the movie. Mark Coelho said, when you want something, all the universe conspires. That means there's anything and will help you to achieve it. So whatever you want, go ahead and dream and you do it. And then this is what I do. And I just realized after seeing Kung Fu Panda, I realized when I was a kid, I don't know what my father used to slap me because I used to see the mirror for half an hour looking at myself. I don't know what. I still don't know the meaning, but I did that. So my father used to beat me, so I remember that. So he says, embrace your awesomeness. Everybody makes fun of him. And you should see the reactions that the producers have made in his eyes. Amazing. Every scene will be, his eyes will speak. Amazing. I really great. So this is my daily routine, my OT. So your story may not have such a happy beginning. Everybody will not have a good beginning. So what? I was born in Madurai. And then will not make you who you are. That will not make you who you are, your parents, your grandparents. No. And it is the rest of it who you choose to be. And that's what Master Incubator. She helped me in between, and now Shubha is helping. So you saw this picture? This is what you I didn't know. This is a training. This is the toughest training he gives to Kung Fu Panda. Because Kung Fu Panda is happy to eat, and doctors want to come for surgery and make them go up and down before I teach the surgery. Thank you. Shubha is telling is boring. You come and touch it. Come. Come here, madam. She's telling don't bore people. She's here to bore people. Come now. She said don't bore people. Tell about what you learned. You know, Shah Rukh Khan tells how to hold the mic. Anybody knows? He says, hold it like a banana. So you have to keep it close.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. I
Good
did.
afternoon.
Oh, sorry. Good morning. Good afternoon, everyone. When I came today morning, I didn't know I was going to be amazed with so much of knowledge. I mean, everything that I heard and learned today was something new, and definitely I'm taking a lot of not knowledge, I guess, but something to do in me or to explore what I want to do and contribute to science. So he's done a tremendous work also this year. I mean, he's a Padma Shri, of course. But the work to see and to get to know from him personally is something that we should be grateful, and thank you, Khalsa, for giving that opportunity. I mean, I didn't know that today morning I was going to come and here and sit and listen to him.
Maybe rains.
And it's interesting that how people do so much work and we don't know about them. And then you come and then you get to know so much, and then you're like, oh, you're not doing anything.
No.
So it's something. No, at our
Don't say
age.
anything. God is created, and all of us are doing something. Seriously, they're not doing anything. They're insulting God.
No, sir, it's inspirational now.
Right.
It's more. It's like it's a boost to do more and push yourself to do more in your field also and to contribute to medical and science. So thank you so much for that.
As Filipino mandatory. And as a Joe would say, push hard to progress. You can doubt it. Send it to all your students. Anybody, any other volunteer? Madam, what's your name you said? Kanyakumari, Pragna. And you also.
And yes, any two students from bioinformatics also would.
First of all, I want to know about sir anything. When yesterday or day before yesterday, Kavita ma'am said that you have a son in our college. He was like, "Arey yaar, we are having a holiday today, and my ma'am is calling us." Yeah.
Because of the date, there was some switch. And then I had given them an off because they were working on Sunday. They had come for lectures.
So we were like, "यार मैम क्यों बुला रहे हो?" But I think
One
it
was
was
boring lecture.
no, we learned
We
very
were supposed to
much.
have an off today, but instead I said that you have to be present for the seminar.
Yeah.
So they all came with long faces. We planned for Sunday weekend type of thing, but I'm sure it was worth it.
Yeah, it was very worthful for us, I guess. I can't describe it in words.
So again, everyone said, so my name is Anthony, and I'm from the Department of Bioinformatics, Part 2. So when we when we got to know that there's a lecture by Padmaji awardee, so obviously I was very excited to come. So yes, that was the exciting part. But when we entered the lecture, it was a fascinating experience. But what I also learned that while watching the one, I should take out my notebook and jot down the notes. But yes, so far it's a very nice experience, and I would like to thank you, sir, again for giving us the opportunity.
Anya, next come. They come. Yeah, what's your name? Salman Khan. Salman Khan, yeah. Really Salman Khan from UP.
So, hello, my name
Salman
is
for extra agent.
hello, my name is Nancy, and I'm also from the Department of Bioinformatics, and I agree that my entire class actually was very excited to attend this particular seminar because you got a Padma Shri, you got a Padma Shri, and we were excited कि देखते हैं sir क्या मतलब like you know the first time it's the first time we're meeting a Padma Shri. So we were all excited to see what the seminar has like planned for us, and it was actually really amazing because you resonate with Kung Fu Panda, and we grew up watching Kung Fu Panda, and so many of the lessons in Panda actually are something that we have to learn. मतलब हम लोग मूवी देखने के लिए बस ऐसे देख लेते हैं, but we actually don't jot down those points कि और फिर recollect नहीं करते. But then sir, you like emphasize on this point and that you should learn from movies, and you learn from so many different things. Like you mentioned Galapagos Island, which is not actually related to your field, but then you know. And even Mastery book, I'm actually currently reading for 48 Laws of Power. So then I was going to move on to Mastery, but then yeah, so you know quite a lot, and this is something quite inspirational. Thank you so much.
I have a library in my house. Whoever wants to come can take Shubha's permission and come. Shubha thinks that psychiatric buying books and keeping the
No, but actually, sir reads like that. Rajnikant is a Robert. First page, he'll go through fast, and then actually I doubted him once and I asked him, sir, can you tell me what is in this page or anything? And he exactly reproduced.
உங்களை பத்தி நிறைய பேசினேன் நீங்க வெளியே போயிட்டீங்க இல்ல உங்களை பத்தி நிறைய பேசினேன் நீங்க ஒன்றும் சொல்ல சல்மான் Salman is ready to act now.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mohammad Salman from Lucknow.
लखनऊ नहीं है
यूपी
नहीं आपको गाँव का नाम बोलो
गाँव खलीलाबाद
खलीलाबाद किधर है बोलो देवरिया के पास देवरिया गोरखपुर के पास
गोरखपुर लखनऊ के पास है।
लखनऊ के पास नहीं नेपाल का बड़ी गेम है ना बात तो है पेशेंट को कैसा है व्हाट इंटर्नशिप आप कर रहे हो बोलो
मैं यहाँ पे इंटर्नशिप करने के लिए 1 साल के लिए एजुकेशन है, तो मैं बैचलर ऑफ ऑप्टोमेट्री थर्ड ईयर लखनऊ यूनिवर्सिटी और ये इंटर्नशिप के लिए आया हूँ सर के साथ मुझे मौका मिला काम करने के लिए।
इंग्लिश
सर इंग्लिश
ओके ठीक है हिंदी में बोलो पेशेंट को कैसा संभालने का क्या सीखा
यहाँ पे मुझे आके बहुत अच्छा लगा। यहाँ पे सर के साथ काम करने का भी मौका मिलता है कभी कभी, और सर भी बहुत सही से रहते हैं, कभी कभी हंसाते भी बहुत हैं सर। सर बहुत फनी है। पेशेंट के साथ रहते जैसे हम लोग को पहले लगा था कि सर को जब देख ही नहीं था तो ऐसा लग रहा है सर को, लेकिन फिर जब सर से मिले तो सर बहुत फनी लगे, बहुत अच्छा लगा।
Thank you. That's something. What is the motivation to the student? You are also a student, no? Where are you? Huh?
My name is Karma Mansoor and I have recently joined in Aditya Hospital as a senior clinical research coordinator, and I've learned my bachelor's from KJ Sumaya and my master's from Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj University. So I have been working in Metropolis as a scientific officer as a project coordinator. So there I built my interest working in clinical research. So recently, just 1 week, I interviewed with Sir. So at that time, I was not aware like he's a Padma Shri doctor, and then I googled and like since 1 week, I can say it is impossible to match his journey and passion towards the research. So it is an honor to work under the guidance of him. So I'm learning, and I think I plan a great journey. To students, I think for research, the most difficult part is to select the topic of your interest, because interest what makes you achieve the goal. And I think, as Sir said, hard work is not the only thing. You just have to learn and learn from your mentors. So I think you should get in touch with your mentors if you are confused about your topics in the research.
Kilna Satish, microbiome.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Gilna, and currently I'm working as a research assistant for the BIRAC project under Dr. Natarajan sir. So I would like to start with how I came here. Like I'm basically from Kerala, and when I was offered this job, I just googled first about how my investigator is and how his achievements are. So I was totally amazed that he was holding a Padma Shri, which I have only heard through news. So I was so like proud of myself that I got an opportunity to work with Dr. Natarajan sir, and I did not think anything like our project manager when she asked if I'm ready to relocate to Mumbai. So I right away said that I'm ready to come over here. So after coming here only, then only I came to know that hosting is not enough to know about sir. Because each day his achievements and his research work, each day is the way. And I think like with the PPT, we cannot analyze sir. 1 hour is not complete to analyze sir. Like we have to get to know about him to, we have to come in close about to him to know about his research work. He is doing a lot of work, like in India also and international also. We have got a lot of work. And currently, our BIRAC project is from government-related project. It's a multi-center project. In our side, sir is the principal investigator, and we have an amazing team with us. So, in case if anyone is interested in research, we could help them. Like they can contact us if they want to do research. We will be totally happy to help them to understand more about the research, and if they want to do research with us, we are welcoming them. You can contact me, or even Jyoti have given her number. I'm like very honored and very thankful and also proud to stand here, sir, and to give talk to such an enthusiastic team today.
Before I give the mic to Khalsa, anybody else volunteer want to talk and I want to call them? Anybody? You come. Please, that's what I'm saying. This is what you have to remove. If anybody has stage fear, if you have to do it right now. Come here And whatever, see, now Salman came, I'm happy. Sania Mirza refused. Salman Khan agreed.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. Myself Sanya Harijan. Yesterday I was not sure I will be coming here, but when I showed my father, his name is Natarajan, he said you should go as he is a Tamilian and myself also a Tamilian. So my father was like कि बहुत अच्छा लगता है जब कोई साउथ इंडियन तमिलियन ऐसा कोई बड़ा अचीवमेंट करते. So my first inspiration was K. Kamarajan, who was the CM of Tamil Nadu. He was also a comedian. When he died, he had no money in his pocket. So he was a great inspiration. So when I see such people, I get motivated. I will definitely go home and tell my father about him. He is himself a diabetic patient. So when I heard that he had treated such large huge number of patients, I am kind of emotional. Thank you, sir.
He was a great person, Kamaraj. He was birthday was on July 15. He's a man who was totally against corruption, who made Indira Gandhi actually the Prime Minister. He was supposed to have been the Prime Minister and never was married. But he went in America and he died at only 140 rupees pocket. He died. And his house was next to me in Srinagar in Madras. So because he was a rental house. Can you believe? As a CM, he was a rental house. Anybody else? Any volunteer? So good, I'm happy all of you are. I hope all of you are inspired. So you'll be like Kung Fu Panda and me. Kung Fu Panda. Better. Because Kung Fu Panda 4, anybody has seen? Okay, so there, yeah, Kung Fu Panda is not willing to give up his dragon warrior. No, then that poor is convinces to give the dragon warrior to a small. I forgot the name. Finally, has to give